First, let's do expanding. So this is how we expand whole numbers. Let's try this question here. 346. When you expand, you just write out the numbers the way you say them. So 346 is 300 plus 40 plus 6. Let's try another one. 5,125. Well, again, we say it like this. 5,125. Try this one on your own. 100 plus 20 plus 8. Let's use this expanding to do some adding. So I'm going to expand the 126 into 100 plus 20 plus 6. The 87 gets expanded into 80 plus 7. Notice how I'm putting the 80 with the 20 and the 7 with the 6 because 80 and 20 are both 10 numbers and 6 and 7 are both in the ones. Now I'm going to add it vertically. So I have 100 plus nothing. That gives me 100. I have 80 plus 20. That's another 100. And the 6 and the 7 make 13. To get my final answer now, I'm going to add those answers horizontally. So I'm going to do 100 plus 100 plus 13. And when I do that, I end up with 213. So that's the answer to the question. Let's try another one. Expand 186 out. Becomes 100 plus 80 plus 6. The 57 is 50 plus 7. Notice how I'll put the 50 with the 80 because they're both 10 numbers. The 7 goes with the 6 because they're both in the ones. Now I'm going to add them vertically first. So I have 100 plus nothing. That gives me 100. I'm going to have 80 plus 50. That gives me 130. And the 6 and the 7 are going to end up giving me the 13. So when I add these together horizontally, 100 plus 130, some people find that challenging. So if you need to, you can break the 130 into 100 plus 30. You can expand that out as well. And you can expand the 13 into 10 plus 3. So now when you add it, you can do 100 plus 100 plus 30 plus 10 plus 3. And when you do that, you end up with 243. So that's the answer to the original question. Let's try some multiplying ones. When we expand this out, it's 100 plus 20 plus 7. Don't forget what multiplying means, though. It means 3 groups of 127. So I need 3 groups of 100, 3 groups of 20, and 3 groups of 7. This is where the times tables come in. 3 groups of 100 is 300, 3 groups of 20 is 60, and 3 groups of 7 is 21. To get my final answer, I add those together. So I'm going to do 300 plus 60 plus 21, and that equals 381. So that's the answer to the original question. Let's try another one of those. Here I have 355 times 4. So that means 4 groups of 355. So after I expand it out to 350 and 5, I need 4 groups of 300. I need 4 groups of 50 and 4 groups of 5. Here's where the times tables come in again. 4 times 3 is going to give me 12, but since it's 4 groups of 300, not 3, it's going to be 1200. The 5 times 4 is going to give me 20. But don't forget, it's 4 groups of 50, so it's 200. And then finally, I have 4 groups of 5, which will give me 20. To get my final answer, I add these up. So I get 1,200 plus 200 plus 20 equals 1,420. Try these ones on your own. Once you write them down, pause the video and then restart it to see the answers. Pause it now. Okay, let's work on the answers. So first one's adding, so I have 100 plus 30 plus 8. And then I'm going to expand the 263 into 200 plus 60 plus 3. I'm going to add them vertically now. So I'm going to have 100 plus 200 is 300. 30 plus 60 is going to give me 90. and 8 and 3 is going to give me 11. So now I'm going to add those answers up horizontally. I'm going to do 300 plus 90. That gives me 390. 390 plus 11 is 401. So the answer to the original question is 401. Let's do the next one. 200 plus 50 plus 6 is the expanded out form. 139 becomes 100 plus 30 plus 9. Now I'm going to add them vertically. So the 200 plus 100 is going to give me 300. 50 and 30 is going to give me 80. And the 6 plus 9 is going to give me 15. I'm going to add those all together, and it's going to end up giving me 395. So that's the answer to the original question. Let's do the multiplying ones now. Remember, when you're multiplying, you're talking groups of. So I'm going to expand the 127 into 100 plus 20 plus 7. But I need 5 groups of 100, and I need 5 groups of 20, and I need 5 groups of 7. When I do 5 groups of 100, it gives me 500. 5 groups of 20 is 100, and 5 groups of 7 is 35. So now I'm going to add those together. 500 plus 100 plus 35 equals 635. All right, let's do the last one. So I'm going to expand the 303 into 300 plus 0 plus 3. And I have 6 groups of 300, 6 groups of nothing, and 6 groups of 3. 6 groups of 300, that's 1800. 6 groups of nothing is nothing, and 6 groups of 3 is 18. So now I'm going to add these horizontally. So I got 1800 plus 0 plus 18. When I add those up, I get 1818, and that's the answer to the original question.